Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd, and they're all set as they'll match up with the New York Jets. This is taken at his 4.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Dalton here from the gun. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Regular.
Hey, watch that.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brandon Copeland. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Throwing, Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. You know, the best game of quarterback Andy Dalton's career arguably came against these Jets. He threw 5 touchdown passes and a 49-9 shellacking of Gang Green back in 2013.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check.
368.
Check.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And that'll be incomplete. Well, they got all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Lady, back. Slam.
They'll run for the first time with Trenton Cannon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Hey, alert 3.
Oh, lady.
Here we go. Motion.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Mike 52. Hey, let's get that. Hey, 80. That ball right here. Check. Crunch.
They'll run. This is Cannon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, baby.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll toss here to Powell. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
I'm on. Red 80.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Darnold on 3rd down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Let's go.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, come on, no.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Daniel Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Dalton now to pass.
Hey, watch the ball.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Lady! On the ball.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Wins championships, baby.
On the toss, Mixon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
54. Brilliant.
From midfield here, Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Six, lady. Six guy.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 52. Here we go, yellow lady. Strip that ball.
Here's Cannon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Darnold. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Dalton. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
I got you. Right there. 50. Right there. 50.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
57's the mic. Drop deep, drop deep. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half. As they'll stop him behind the line.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming.
Get
This is
some.
more where I came
Get
from.
some, baby. Get some.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Last stop.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Check.
Here we go, son.
52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic. You're not ready. You're not ready.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, I'm coming.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Place up.
Now Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day.
Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Faking the give, Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We're going to start.
52, Mike 52. Watch the screen. Pass. Watch that, watch that, watch that.
They'll run on first down. It's Cannon. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
That's it, baby.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Two. I know he ain't got it. Strong left, strong left. I don't think you got it, son.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete to Trenton Cannon, the running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Here you go, can.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Right there.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
I got you. Mike's 54.
Dalton here from the gun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, 5-6.
54's the mic. 54's the mic. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey.
Watch the run.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go. Lucky. Watch out.
They'll run with Cannon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
I'm coming after you. Check your hot read.
They go again with Cannon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Watch twist, watch twist.
Yo, lady.
Twist, twist.
On third down, here's Cannon. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Bengals.
Ball, baby, that's our ball. That's our ball, yeah.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, boys, let's go. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And Darnold just beating the play clock. And his throw is incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm going to hit you all.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Now it's Darnold. And he slings one that's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Bravo! Come on, boy! You got it!
Darnold from the gun. And Darnold, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. 76 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here you go, 368.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the 36, Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Hey. Get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
From the gun, Dalton. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
It's our time.
Going with Coleman, the fullback. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Darnold keeps it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Sam Darnold scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Hot. Green 18.
Push him back. Push him back.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
54.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, check, check.
2x2.
Move. Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
I'm coming.
Ice.
Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
They'll try on fourth. Here's Dalton. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is. Ends up throwing the interception.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
One more time, it's Cannon. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
You got him.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. On the carry, it's Cannon. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.